2020-2021 was a challenging year. We were challenged as CPAs, we were challenged as business owners, bosses, and employees. And TXCPA found itself challenged to meet members' needs as those needs changed almost daily. That's where we had and seized an opportunity to shine as a professional community. Our 20 chapters, hundreds of volunteers, and thousands of members yet again proved the value of a community coming together to serve the needs of its members. We were well positioned to serve in a time of incredible change efficiently and effectively. While we continued our year with the launch of a new strategic plan, we were already building on strong foundational pillars of community and connection, professional excellence, and advocacy. Our TXCPA community remains strong with our membership numbers holding steady. During a time when resources were tight, time was limited, and change was happening around the clock, our members remain committed to and engaged in TXCPA and our chapters. We recently formed a membership task force that will be looking at our membership structure and identifying opportunities for growth so we can remain strong and viable as we move into the future. In January, we were honored to welcome new CPAs to our society in 4 online virtual recognition events. Our community also became more actively engaged on the critical topics of diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging. We started productive conversations with members and implemented diversity and inclusion training for our staff and leadership to build on these conversations. We measured our activities around diversity and inclusion and will continue to evaluate these important initiatives going forward. The leadership of the society worked closely with our Diversity and Inclusion Committee to make important changes to help TXCPA truly be a community for all CPAs in Texas, where all feel a sense of belonging. When we couldn't be together in person, our community was prepared to lean on technology and our channels of communication to stay connected and informed. New conversations were posted to TXCPA Exchange, where members continue to turn daily to make sense of new legislation and share our experiences to help each other. Our new Facebook Live Fridays continue to bring timely topics and short, informative conversations directly to our members who tuned in from all around the state. The 20 local chapters of TXCPA stepped up to the challenge and found new ways to bring members together for virtual happy hours, networking, and learning opportunities. We continue to work closely with our chapters. 18 of our 20 chapters have signed chapter affiliation agreements, helping to clarify roles, enhance efficiencies, and streamline our work to ensure better member service and an exceptional member experience. CPAs have always needed timely and accessible education, not just to meet our requirements, but also to stay up to date on critical professional issues. This need grew exponentially in the last year, and members again turned to TXCPA as a trusted resource for the latest educational offerings. We converted our popular live programs to virtual courses and created new programs to cover the latest issues, providing several free and low-cost offerings for members. TXCPA also supported many chapter programs that moved to an online format. Chapter programs that were virtually hosted by TXCPA generated revenue of $500,000 for chapters. Our peer review team worked with firms to manage extensions and reschedule reviews, and they continue to shift to help reviewers and firms meet their review due dates while navigating a backlog created by the pandemic. When we last gathered as a board, we discussed advocacy during the legislative session. Many of us participated in one or more of 75 virtual legislative visits, which was a twist on our CPA day at the Capitol. These virtual visits gave us even more dedicated time and better visibilities with our legislators and their staff. We had some significant legislative priorities that our staff, volunteers, and lobbyists kept in front of our legislators throughout the session, all while keeping an eye out for any legislation that could be harmful for the profession. We're proud to report successes on critical issues like the exclusion of forgiven PPP loans from the franchise tax, extension of the fingerprinting deadline for Texas CPAs, and extended liability protections for Texas businesses. These successes were possible thanks to the dedication of our volunteers and the support of the CPA PAC. Digital advertising campaigns promoted our profession to the public, helping people find a Texas CPA, learn about accounting career opportunities, and connect with TXCPA CPE and membership opportunities. The new .cpa domain was launched in late 2020, and TXCPA and 15 of our chapters were early adopters of this new domain, extending the CPA brand through all we do online. The Accountants Confidential Assistance Network, or ACAN, provided the important support CPAs and CPA candidates needed, remaining dedicated to mental and physical wellness and helping combat alcohol addiction and substance abuse. And our Accounting Education Foundation delivered scholarship funds to help feed the CPA pipeline and encourage future CPAs from universities across the state. It was a challenging year, but as you can see, it was a productive year of connecting, protecting, and advancing TXCPA members. We continue to work to be a nimbler and adaptive organization to serve the needs of our members today and in the future. You'll continue to see TXCPA programs and services evolve and progress because our profession changes every day. The work we've completed this year and the work we'll continue to do together cannot be done without your support. Thank you for your trust, your dedication, and your energy this past year and always.